Hi, I'm Steve from BlackDadTalk.com, where you have to fight for your life. You have to fight for your life. Nobody give a damn about you. You have to do it. It's your chance. Hey, first I'm doing a disclaimer because I'm not a doctor. Yeah, you need professional medical help or professional mental help. You need to consult your doctor or your psychiatrist. So what I'm just giving opinions because I live and I'm a nurse, registered nurse, and I worked in mental hospitals for a long time. Okay, with that being said, today I'm gonna talk about things you used to, things you should know about mental hospital before you send your kid to a mental hospital. Okay, number one is safety. Safety is very important. Therefore, they're gonna take a good hospital will take your kids shoestrings. They're gonna take their belts. They're gonna take their earrings, watches, cell phone, anything that could be used to cut or hurt somebody. You bar soap, flammable uh, deodorant. If you're a boy, and most boys they use like an aerosol and a match to burn spiders with. So you could use that to burn people with. I'm sorry, just a disclaimer. But you get a lot of your luxury taken away, and it's because safety reason. And they're gonna search you. They're gonna do a body search, and they search you to make sure you don't have drugs on you, because drugs can kill people. And if you don't, just look at the news. It's a drug epidemic right now in America. People are dying every day of drug abuse. You know. Okay, safety. That's number one. And number two question you need to really ask the facility is, will your kid have a single room? And this is very important because it is a mental hospital. And if the kids have a roommate, then there's a chance that roommate have mental problems. Some kids are there for aggression, suicidality, drug use, anger issues. Some kids, parents put them in there because they're gay. They wind up in mental hospital because their parents don't know how to deal with it or don't know how to handle it. But it's very important because if your kid violent, like to fight, they got 10 other kids in the same hospital like to fight too. There's a chance that your kid might get their butt kicked. I'm sorry to say it, but your kid like to fight. This kid like to fight. This kid doesn't have the thing that's inside him to tell him to stop. Your kid might not have the thing inside him to tell him stop. Don't do that. You know, that's one thing. Another thing is, it's not like prison. Kids go to mental hospital to learn better techniques. Manipulations. For example, if your kid's a cutter, and you put your kid in a room with another cutter who have more experience at cutting or self-harming, that roommate can teach your kid how to cut better, how to self-harm better, how to hide the needle, the razor blades better. So your kid may come out worse than he or she did when they first went into the mental hospital. Okay, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm here to tell you the truth. You know, you know, you know. And your kid might be in a room with a gay kid. If your kid is gay and they put him in a room with a gay kid, now you got a magic emotional relationship building already. The other kid can play victim and start crying, and you have your kid to comfort him, rub him, cry with him, pat him on the back, and he's sharing an emotional event. Because when somebody crying and you there comforting them, y'all all are sharing an emotional event. They're building relationships. You know. But if your kid is not gay and the other kid is gay, now the gay kid, they're in the room with the same sex, but then they got a good view. They can see your kid change clothes. They can see your kid take in the shower. They can try to tempt your kid. Not saying So that's something you do need to think about. And the kid The kid might be a predator. I'm not joking. The kid might be a predator. Predators does not start at 23 or 24. It starts young. That behavior starts very young. It just escalates as they get older. You know, you know, they predators when they're very young. You just got to watch them and identify them. And a lot of times they wind up in mental hospitals because they've been did something, or somebody noticed this behavior is odd, or so. And if you're a predator, might try to tempt your kid, because some predators think everybody like me, I just need to convince them, I just need to try to get in the shower with them. I just need to, make them see the world like I see it, you know, and that's why it can be very dangerous for a kid in a mental hospital, Like the staff, we checking on the patient every 15 minutes, but you and I know 15 minutes is a long time, very long time. Don't believe me? Ask your husband about 15 minutes. He'll tell you about 2 minutes. So 15 minutes is a long time, And that's something you got to worry about. So make sure you ask the staff or request the staff that you want your kid to be in a senior room or not in a room with a kid that have a history of predators, even sexual abuse. Said, okay, I don't want my kids be in a room with a kid that has been sexually abused. And because sometimes kids have been abused in life, sometimes they act out on those behaviors. It's not their fault, but they act out what's been happening to them. Those kids need help too, but they need to be in a senior room so they can build for safety reasons. So those very important things. Another thing is your kids should be in a mental hospital for these reasons. Your kids should be in an inpatient mental hospital if they are suicidal, because it's very important. Because when kids, adults, whoever go to inpatient for suicidal ideations, it give them a break from life. It give them a break from the everyday tortures of life. It give them a break from the bullying that may be happening at school or work. It give them a break from everything, and it also give them a chance to appreciate the luxuries they had in life. When you don't have the luxuries, you appreciate it more. When you're not around your wife, girlfriend, husband, other friends, then you can appreciate them more. And a lot of times you find out your life is not so bad once you realize you got everything taken away from you. You have time to think. It's like a emotional detox. Detoxing from life, and sometimes you can have a better view. So mental hospital is good for that. If your kid is on drugs, again, inpatient is perfect because you get your kids off the drugs. They have a time, their body have a time to detox it a little bit. They have time to think about it. Getting away from the drug. So if your kids is self-harming, again, they need to be there for self-harming, so they can get therapy, try to bring up those issues that cause those triggers for them to self-harm. And I want you to realize something, that I'm not blaming the kids for their behavior, because I worked there, okay? I met the kids, We are adults. We telling kids everything will be all right and flower now in California, kumbaya stuff. But most of these kids, they know it's not true, These kids seen the nightmares because they lived the nightmares, They saw their father kill their mother or their mother kill their dad, They seen it, They seen with the monster come in the middle of the night to abuse them, which probably is a family member, The other one been locked in a box for 6 months, and somebody found them, and now their whole story is on the news, so everybody that see them can tell them about how's the box. They live the nightmares. They know the real world. They know that sometimes stuff bad happens. So I feel sorry for the kids, but Um, we need to help them, but I want people to know what goes on in the mental hospital for kids, because it's not all beautiful and sane as they tell you it could be. Because some people go there to die. That's why they take your belts from you. Because your kid might not be suicidal, but the roommate might be. People go to places to kill themselves where other people are at. Because they're suicidal, but they don't want to die alone. So they go to mental hospitals, psych, behaviors, whatever you want to call it, the name of the day. And that's why they're there. Like we got married. Nobody want to die alone, right? You don't want to die alone. That's why you want somebody by the bedside. And that's about it today. Those are 3 things you need to think about before you put your kid in the hospital. One more thing I want to say: stop putting your kids in the hospital because they're gay. There's not a law against it. Gay kids are very, very sensitive. A lot of them commit suicide. A lot of them don't want to be gay. Imagine you're a 200-pound middle linebacker at school. Then you find out you're gay. Now, the whole town depending on you to make it to the NFL. Your dad is bragging about you. Your mother look up to you as the savior of the house. Your little brother look up to you. You're this big, strong, beautiful, smart, intelligent person at school that everybody want to be like. And so some kids can't handle that. They find out what they are, then they just want to end it. They don't want to disappoint everybody. So don't put your kid in the hospital for that. You try to support them the best way you can. And that's about it. I'm Steve at blackdad.com, where you have to fight for your life. And that's also my email address, steve@blackdad.com. We have a website where we set up avenue. We talk to kids, young adults, single parents that need a second opinion or like a father advice to talk to. And that's about it. Goodbye for now.